Across Australia, New Zealand and the South Pacific, this is the week's Adventist News in Focus with David Gibbons.
Hello and thanks for joining me. Sanitarium is well known in Australia and New Zealand as a manufacturer of healthy breakfast foods. But the company is breaking new ground with the establishment of a holistic health centre in Sydney's inner suburbs. The brand new Sanctuary Health and Wellbeing Village offers appointments with conventional health professionals as well as massage, Pilates, cooking classes and lifestyle seminars.
Here at Sanctuary, what we're really wanting to promote is whole person health, so an approach to health that embraces nurturing body, mind, heart and spirit.
Sanitarium is hoping that Sanctuary is the first of many holistic health centres around the country. An Australian TV ministry has committed to supporting a medical outreach program in the Solomon Islands. The It Is Written Oceania program is on Australia's Channel 7, TV2 in New Zealand and a number of paid TV and satellite networks around the world. And now It Is Written has launched a new partnership with Medicine Ship, a floating clinic that operates in the Solomon Islands Western Province.
People in the villages find it very difficult to travel to the main centres, and so having Medicine Ship makes it possible for the people to have access to medicines, also to doctors and nurses.
It Is Written Oceania will fund Medicine Ship's day-to-day operating costs, including wages, fuel and medical supplies. When Brian O'Hare visited Papua New Guinea, he wasn't expecting to be a full-time doctor, for sewing machines that is. The Donnybrook Bridgetown Mail reports Brian O'Hare was part of a team from the Manjimup Adventist Church in Western Australia. They came to the Ramu region in PNG ready to run craft programs for the kids and sewing classes for the women. And Brian's son Derek preached a series of church meetings in the evenings. But when the locals discovered Brian could fix sewing machines, he was kept busy for several days. The team is now back in Australia working on filling a shipping container with books and other resources to stock school libraries in the Ramu region. Members of the Papua Adventist Church in Auckland, New Zealand have found a way to celebrate spring and share with their community. At a special worship service, the church building was filled with 3,000 plants and shrubs as the congregation gave thanks. But the celebration didn't end there, as church members gave the plants as gifts to members of the community. A reminder of the free gift of new life that is found in Jesus. Well, that's the news for this week, and this week's record is the annual week of prayer readings for the first time in full colour. And now we cross to Pastor Barry Oliver, the President of the Church in the South Pacific, who today has a special message of thanks for every church member across the division.
My purpose today is to say thank you. I feel a little strange in saying thank you because I know when we return our tithes and offerings, it's really an expression of our relationship with God. Thank you in the spiritual sense doesn't really cut it. And yet on the practical sense, I really do want to say thank you to you for the faithfulness of our church in returning tithes and offerings down through the years. We don't often do that, you know. I don't think I've ever heard an expression of thanks by a division president, although I do know how much we all together appreciate the wonderful faithfulness of God's people. You know, I think of our college out there in Fiji, Fulton College. For several years now, we've been giving gifts through the camp meeting offerings, through our 13 Sabbath offerings, to help in the re-establishment of Fulton College. Our young people in the Pacific are going to be blessed for years to come because that is happening right now. I think of our aviation program in Papua New Guinea. We have a plane that is doing an amazing job in Papua New Guinea because of the gifts of God's people. We have our Pacific Adventist University, again established through sacrificial giving. We even have our Avondale College in Australia that again is supported through the gifts of God's people. And I could keep on going. These are the tangible, real institutions. These are the people that are being impacted by our giving. I guess every time we put some money in the offering bag or plate, we don't always stop to think the impact that our offerings will have. But I want to encourage you to do that. I want to encourage you to think about, be intentional about our gifts. We need to support our local church. Our local church is the most tangible place where the mission of the church is enacted. I want to encourage you to continue to support your local church. The wider church, we are blessed as an Adventist church in having a global church structure. And one of the geniuses of our structure is that we are able to be obedient to Jesus' words to go to Jerusalem, our local area, to Judea, a little further afield, and so it goes to the uttermost ends of the earth. And so, thank you again. And I really mean it. Thank you for your generosity, for sharing of what God has given with the world. May God bless us all together as we can continue to contribute to the mission of God's church.